Hello and welcome back to the Citizen Show and one of our regular features. We have a look at the Matchday Home programme. Of course, we're going to hopefully the programme was better than the game ended up, but we'll see, won't we? Perhaps not. Who knows? So programme watch City versus Spurs, of course, on the 19th of February 2022. Back to 84 pages. It's usually, of course, it was 68 pages for the last one we did, which was Fulham at home in the FA Cup. So we're back to a reasonably priced £3.50 for 84 pages. Mr. John Stones on the cover there, saying he wasn't on the pitch, wasn't it? We'll obviously, if you watched any of my match report programmes, etc., you'll probably hear more of me blathering on about that. But anyway, let's enjoy this. This is the programme. This isn't the game. This is the programme watch. Please, if you are new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notification when all these vlogs are coming out, and tell your friends, please, your City supporting friends. I do everything City, past, present, and forever. That's how we mean to go. I do have a little film and TV channel as well, so we'll do little reviews or information vlogs on DVDs to buy and what's on at the cinema, stuff like that. So if you can check that out, that will make an old man very, very happy. And please, thumbs up, guys. Give us a thumbs up. It's great. It's great to get your comments. Always please comment and thumbs up. Or if you just haven't got time to give us a comment, please give us a thumbs up. So yes, Mr. Stone's on the cover, and these are available, of course, from www.reachsportshop.com. 26 issues for £84.50 here in the UK. You can add £65 nicker to that if you're in the EU, and £80 if you're in the rest of the world, and you will get 26 issues. That's not bad going, is it? 26 issues for £84.50. Works out 25p less. It's £3.50 cover price, of course. That works out at £3.25. So we get the normal. We get Pep sharing his views in this. Mentions compliments the fans, of course, who went and watched City at Sporting in midweek in the Champions League, and chats today's game against Spurs. Basically, again, nothing groundbreaking. Fernandino is the main article and talks about being the club captain and sort of reading between the lines, more of being the squad player this time. And of course, he still has special affection, special feelings, even hints that he might sign a new contract for Mancunians. Interesting fact, in 52 appearances for Brazil, he only scored twice. I don't think per ratio, it's probably just as good as his City record, wasn't it? I would have thought. There's a spotlight, the spotlight on City Matters chairman. So we're going to cover some City Matters, guys. I can't wait for him to do my mate Colin Savage. He's on City Matters, but Simon Walker, and obviously asking him about his support for City when he started and what his role is. It's only a page, so it's not very in depth. But there's a spotlight on City Matters chairman Simon Walker. Kevin Cummins, he looks back at 19th of February, a long time ago, or a long time ago anyway, a rock festival he photographed in Bangkok. I think it featured Oasis and various other Manchester groups, a lot of Manchester people there apparently, and it took place not on a beach. I mean, this is Thailand, not on a beach or in a wonderful arena. It took place apparently on a large concrete car park next to a motorway on stilts. So there you go. There's a little bit about Kevin Cummins and a little bit about that with some great images, of course, as you'd expect. Head-to-head's an interesting one. Kyle Walker, of course, against Emerson Royale, who's only played really about 15, 18 games or something. So it's not the greatest comparison, but it does bode well if you prorate it to Walker's stats. So that's a head-to-head. Emerson Royal against Kyle Walker. Starred for both, we have the wonderful diminutive Mr. Michael Brown. He starred for both. Others include people like Vedran Korluka, remember him? And of course, one of my... I'm not going to say hero, but one of my guys who was knocking around when I was a whippersnapper. I was obviously in my 20s. Clive Wilson, probably was a whippersnapper compared to now. So that obviously little connections there, and obviously other players. So by the programme, you'll find out. Blast from the past, it only goes back to 2011. So it only goes back 11 years. And of course, that very famous for us. It gave us the Champions League qualification for the first time, a 1-0 win against Spurs. Would have killed for that yesterday. I wasn't recording this, to be honest with you. And obviously, the the year before that, they'd actually knocked us out, hadn't they? So it was great to actually the year after go back and actually in a similar sort of position, actually beat them and get through to the Champions League. So that was remembered in the Blast from the Past episode. X and the City features, yes, with his long hair. He's still got head of hair now. So I thought he was bald, actually, but it was a newer image of him. Paul Walsh, X and the City. Covers Paul Walsh, who obviously played for Tottenham as well as City. City quiz, yeah, guess question here. I'll give you the answer to this at the end of this show. Who replaced Harry Redknapp as Spurs manager in 2012? Would I have known that? Possibly not. Who'd have replaced Harry Redknapp as Spurs manager in 2012? Mr. Dr. Gary James. My apologies, Gary. Dr. Gary James reflects on the very famous. Didn't help us because we didn't go on to win it. So for me, it was always a bit of a waste of time. But the famous 4-3 win, of course, at White Hart Lane in the FA Cup in 2003, 2004. It's like anything, unless you actually go on and win the trophy. Yes, it is famous, but it's once seen, easily forgotten because we didn't build on it, did we? So there's no good coming back from 3-0 down with 10 men and winning 4-3. We're going to get knocked out another round. But hey, that's what it is. There's no what's in the name this week, so I can't have a bit of a chuckle like that. I don't chuckle about it anymore, do it? It is what it is. City, yeah, all the City women, the City under-18s and the EDS, all reflections really on how the season's going so far. Obviously, Ben Wilkinson reflecting on the under-18s as well, and Barry Murphy reflecting on the EDS results so far in the season. So no specifics on a player, just a look in general. Buzzword, yeah, again, similar to Pep, just covers the recent games we've played, how we've done, and of course talking about the Spurs game and some Spurs games in the past, like famous Bally on Ice, etc. So that's the buzzword, old Mike Summerby. And again, famous last words of absolutely no interest whatsoever to me. Somebody called Majestic. A Spuds fan who cares? I have no interest whatsoever in famous last words about people I've never heard of supporting a team I don't really care about. So that's a bit of a waste of a column for me if it's not a City fan. What's the point? You could have put that other thing back in. No, what's in a name? You could have had that in and got rid of that for me. Is it just me who thinks that? But probably is. Okay, so not the greatest week, to be honest with you. Echoing the match, unfortunately. The next programme watch, of course, will be against our old rivals United. I just want to see a little bit. I mean, we've got Dr. Gary James for history, but there's not enough history apart from that. I mean, it's relying on Gary James to come up with stuff, and I think we need a little bit more interest. Certainly when you play teams like United, their programme, we covered the history of United and City and usually of United beating City. So we should be doing the same, but it'd be great to see what Dr. Gary James come up with the United programme, which is the next one on the home watch list. But yeah, there you go. Oh, we enjoyed it anyway, guys. Said it's not the greatest programme, not the greatest match, was it? It just echo each other, unfortunately, this week. And the City quiz, the guest question, of course. Did you know the answer to that? No, I wouldn't have known this one, guys. I'll have to admit to it. Who replaced Harry Redknapp as Spurs manager in 2012? Yep, Andre Villas-Boas, of course. Thanks for joining me today. What are we going to do the rest of the day? Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More important, let's all look after each other. To me here again on the Citizen channel. I only ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.